everybody, Bob with Knives Town here. Today we're going to take a look at a knife from Fallkniven. This is the NL4 model, and it is a fixed blade knife. It ships in a plastic bag, Ziploc bag, keep the moisture out, good idea. Fixed blade knife with a nice leather sheath. Close up on that. There you go, you can see the embossed logo there on the sheath. Black, stitched all around. Nice finish on the sheath. Belt loop only, this does not detach. Nah. When I opened that bag, this wave of leather smell came out at me. It smells like a new shoe, a new leather shoe. Anyway, it attaches with this snap which wraps around the finger guard. Wow, that's a good tight snap. And there's the knife. Back off that a little bit. Yeah. Technical specs there, that's a blade of 5.1 inches. And the steel that's used on that is a laminate steel. The inner core is VG10, surrounded by slabs on the side of 420J2. And as you know, those laminated knives, these laminated blades, are done so to really capture the best of both worlds. You know, I mean, each steel has its own advantages and disadvantages, and when you combine those two steels like that, then you get the best of both worlds. The VG10 is the high vanadium content, good cutting steel, and that's the core steel that comes out and makes the edge. And the 420J2 is a good tough steel, softer but tough, and that gives that prevents it from being brittle, and that makes the sides. By doing so, by laminating, just I mean, as with anything, when you laminate it, it makes it stronger. And this knife blade is said by Fallkniven to be 20% more resistant to bending than if it was just a straight VG10 blade alone. Yeah. The width on that blade is 5 millimeters. That's 5 millimeters right there. Good thick stock. It comes down to a swedge at the tip. Let's take a look at there. There you can see that. That's a nice well-cut swedge there. And there's perhaps a better look at the blade. And if you look closely there, you can see the laminate. Let's see if I can get in there even closer. No? Right about there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I can. I can see just faintly the core. You can see the layers. And then, of course, on the edge there, you can see the laminate line. And that's where the edge steel is burnished away, ground down so that just the center core steel shows. But you know, I'm getting a very tight close-up shot of this. But I'll tell you though, if from 2 feet away, you cannot see that laminate line, and that's unusual among laminated knives. Even now I'm having trouble finding it here. There, you can barely see it there. You see that? I mean that just shows you the quality that's been put on this. Most of the laminated knives I've seen and that I've looked at and used and reviewed, the laminate line is visible a mile away. But with this knife, they've polished it and ground it so finely and so smoothly and closely that from about 18 inches away, you can't see it. And that's just another mark of the quality that you're dealing with here. Fallkniven is known for high quality, high end knives. There's the logo stamped there. I did mention that's a 5.1 inch blade, VG10 and 420J2, 5 millimeters thick. The knife overall is 9.6 inches long, and by the way, the Rockwell hardness on that blade is 59, so that's a real good number, real good, perfect hardness there. It's good and hard, but still can be resharpened. Overall length, I said 9.6. The handle is made of a stacked leather washer that's actually oxhide, and it's got an aluminum butt cap. That oxhide handle is really a classic. We've seen this on other knives. I think the K-bar makes that famous as well, and different knives, but this is it's probably one of the most classic ways of making a knife handle, and it'll take on a patina over the years as you use the knife and the oil from your hand and the weathering, and everything that goes on with this knife. It picks up like a piece of fine furniture. It picks up a patina that makes that brown gets a sort of a deep dark color, and it gets kind of a golden glow, a golden brown glow, and that's like your grandfather's knife has that look to it, and this will in a few years as well. It's very, very comfortable in the hand, very comfortable. That is really an ideal handle, easy to live with. It's an oval shape, so it won't twist. It won't easily twist in your hand as you're holding it. It does have a bottom finger guard, but not a top. It's not a tactical or a combat knife or anything. This is a knife meant for use outside in the woods. Hunting. Camping, fishing, it's kind of a general all-around use knife, not necessarily a tactical use knife, but that's just a high quality knife. It does have a convex grind on it, and for those of you who are a fan of the convex grind, you're probably already familiar with Fallkniven then, because they're one of the knife companies out there that makes the convex grind. It's a little bit harder to resharpen, but it does retain. It's like the best of both worlds. It retains all of the strength, but doesn't lose any sharpness. Usually if a knife stays thick in the steel, then it's going to be harder to make it have a good fine edge on it. Conversely, if you can make a super razor blade thin edge to make it super sharp, you've lost steel, like a deep hollow grind. But with the convex grind, you're not losing any steel. You've got a rolled edge there, and it's wow, my goodness. You could shave with that. That's a razor edge. Yep. Beautiful classic lines. Wonderful looking knife. Wonderful using knife. It's a delight. Really is just a delight. This brand of knife, Fallkniven. I don't want to overstate the case or anything, but it is the kind of the Rolls Royce of knives. You really are getting some of the best production knife quality you can, short of a custom knife. It comes with a very nice, attractive, thick leather sheath. And that's a knife that'll last you the rest of your life. You won't go wrong picking that, I guarantee it. Well, I hope you like that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again.